Hello, friends who tune in to Good Wellesley Dogs. We need to talk about addressing new or ongoing separation anxiety in your dog that may be developing because you're home all the time. I know, your dog loves it. They think it's fantastic that nobody's got school. They think it's incredible that you all have to work at home. However, it's not always going to be this way. When you combine that with the reality that many families have brought a new puppy or rescued a puppy into their lives because this was a good time to be able to bring a dog home because you knew you were going to be home for quite a while, weeks if not months. All that dog and all that puppy know are you are home all the time. And suddenly, when the kids end up able to go back to school, even if it's phased in, and when mom or dad or both, suddenly their places of work reopen, then all of a sudden your dog has no idea where everybody went. No wonder they might start to freak out. They didn't read the email that said 4 weeks ago, here's the opening date that we're all going to observe, starting 3 weeks from Monday or whatever it is in your location, in your town, your little part of the world. They have no idea what's coming. They live in the moment, in the day, and all they're going to know is that one day you were all there, and then suddenly you were all gone. So, what do we do about this? There's a strategy, of course. And what does it come back to? It always comes back to gradually getting them used to being separate from you, and that means using your crate wisely. So, you don't know when you're going to go back, but what should you do right now? You should have the crate in a place where the dog or puppy can see you working from home or the kids playing, and there should be periods of time during the day when the puppy is brought out of the crate to interact with the family and then brought back to the crate for rest time. The puppy should spend, even if it's just 10 or 15 minutes, time in the crate with you all in the house. And then gradually, sometimes when you go outside of your house, or sometimes when you have to do that grocery shopping run to the grocery store, or your dog is in the crate downstairs while everybody else has to do chores or whatnot upstairs. The whole idea is to start with short periods of time and gradually increase it so that when the time comes for your dog or puppy to be on their own, they are more ready for it because they've experienced positive periods of relaxation time in their crate. Can you put their favorite toy in there with them? Sure. Can you give them some treats or a Kong when they go in there? Sure. But don't expect whatever you give them to last the whole time that they are in their crate. They do need to learn, yep, that's a fun and yummy enticement to get them in there, but then they are going to have some downtime in there. Now, why use a crate instead of an X-pen or just locking them up in a certain room? Because a crate, by its very design, helps your dog calm down. It limits what they can do with their body. They can't pace back and forth. They can't run around, sniff things, get themselves all adrenalized, and then have no outlet for that energy and start chewing up the house. The crate gives your dog no alternative but to consume the yummy treat that you have given them and left them, if you're going to do that, snuggle up and get comfortable in their blankets and bedding with their toy. Maybe chew on an antler if that's safe for your dog. But it limits what the dog can do with its body, and it causes the dog to just settle down and relax. Using a crate a little at a time and working your way up during the daytime is a really great way to fend off separation anxiety. And even if you don't know when you're going to go back to work and school, it's a really good idea to start phasing in a little bit of structured crate time, some in the morning, some in the afternoon, every single day for your dog, so that they can start to understand that when you leave, they're okay. Start by just leaving the room and come back, but don't let them out right away when you come back. Go about your business. Don't talk to them. Just have them see that life goes on and they can just chill and relax. Sure, they might protest a little bit at first, but it's your job as their leader and their owner, because you know what's best for them, to keep that in mind and not react to their protest. It's really, really important that your dog learn that being separate from you is temporary and that you are calm and you are not stressed about it. So start some crate training with your puppy and dog if you are not already doing it, even while you're home. Plan when you do know you're going back to work. Plan to have, if possible, a few weeks break-in period where you really help that dog get used to being alone in their crate. And then when they have been able to be calm in their crate, being alone, if you're going to leave them in a kitchen with a dog bed, in that kind of area. But you have to start small. You have to limit the space. You have to start with a short period of time and work your dog's mind back into the idea that I can't just follow the people around the house all day. I can't just get pet all day long. Because if you do that and you allow them to be with you all the time, they are going to be bereft and despondent when you're all gone. And that's so unfair to do to your dog. And just because you don't want to live through the discomfort of getting them used to having crate time again. You can do this. It's the right thing for your dog. You're not going to be home all the time forever. And even if you have someone that is home full time in your house, they need to go out and do errands. They need to go out and pick up the kids at school. They need to be able to go in and out without your dog freaking out. So do it for your dog. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.